securing your data. It is not as simple as you think. You can't just take a padlock and a chain and secure your data inside of your device, because so much of it is now in the clouds in either commercial servers or those run by the government. So the question is, how do you safeguard it?
The digital world has changed what is important to protect and the value of that data. And it changes. It changes on an almost daily basis. What's important today may not be important tomorrow.
That means we need to be a lot more focused on what data we protect and how we protect it.
The things that we really need to be focusing on today are our logins and our passwords and our driver's license. Those kind of credentials are being used and misused in ways that they have not been historically.
Logins and passwords are the golden ticket right now for a bad guy who wants to steal your information, as evidenced by the fact that in many recent data breaches, criminals were after those logins and passwords. They are the keys to the digital kingdom today.
You don't ever want to reuse the same password on multiple accounts.
But keeping track of dozens of passwords can be a pain without the assistance of a password manager. Once, you had to buy a separate app to do that. Nowadays, password managers are built into basically every device we own, whether it's the browser on your laptop or your smartphone's operating system. They are very easy tools to use, and they'll remember your passwords so you don't have to.
But what about the stuff you can't protect because it's locked in somebody's cloud server?
With the rise of AI, should we be worried about our fingerprints and our facial identity in a database somewhere, not necessarily in a corporate database, but in a database somewhere that then can be hacked and reused?
When they're storing the image of your face, or they're storing an image of your fingerprints, those are generally reduced to numbers. It's not physically always the actual image. It's almost never the image of the fingerprint. While they may be able to replicate that at some point, very difficult for them to do today. It's also very time consuming and very costly. And identity criminals don't like either one of those things. They're essentially lazy.
So much of our information is stored in various government databases without trying to get into all the political aspects of it. Should we be concerned about access of government databases and the loss of our personal information that way?
There's a lot of heightened interest. There's a lot of nervousness about this, but the practical reality is there's a lot of other places we should be worried first, and there are steps we should be taking to protect our data where it is at risk.
Among the steps you can take to protect your data: freeze your credit, restrict access to criminals who want to steal your identity. Contact each of the 3 major credit reporting agencies and submit your free request online, by phone, or by mail. Download your Social Security statement to make sure everything is okay. To do that, create a My Social Security account on the Social Security website. And use a secure ID number when filing your tax return. It's known as an identity protection PIN. That'll stop scammers from filing a fake return in your name to steal your refund.
Unfortunately, we now live in times where we have to act to protect our own data when we can. If we make it inconvenient for the scammers to access it, it's going to be a lot less valuable to criminals. Working for you, I'm the consumer guy, Steve Frazier.